That's it. That's fine.
All right. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we had our. Well, I had my first. Oops, I should say. So I accidentally hit the stop broadcast button instead of the stop screen share button. It does happen. Yeah, but with that being said, oops. So back to the panel. Where were we? Yeah, we were going over the PvP season 11. So, you guys all ready for that? With the, as it's been said, triple infamy.
Yeah, dude, it's so good. It's so nice.
I'm still at 0, so screw you.
Come hit me, you can get some.
I'm in a real soft sector. If you want to jump, start smacking some of these kids with me.
So I hit a whole
Better not be in my sector.
a bunch of level 30 and level 35 bases are still paying out 300, so you can
It's crazy. It's crazy.
easily.
I'm gonna go hit the level 3s.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, they'll still pay you 300.
All right.
At 2500 infamy, a 0 infamy base still gives you 182.
Okay. Well, there you go.
It's insane. It's so good.
So I went into a sector and I filled up to about 4,000, and then I started going through the leaderboard to see who else was gold 1, and I started getting about 300 apiece off of each of them as well.
Yep.
I mean,
Yeah, I won't be. I'm hoping this is going to go for a little while because I couldn't do any of this when Infamy started just because I was at work, and of course I'm doing the show tonight, so I haven't been able to get anything. Yeah.
Kicks, I know you're listening. Make it last a week. We're good.
No. Stop
One
it
full
now.
week. No, just one full week. Just 1 week of this. Let us have some fun.
Yeah, let us have fun.
Yeah. So,
Or have it a couple of days, and then when Warpath starts, kick it back up again.
Yeah.
that may be. You never know. It is a coiners market during the initial PvP and Warpath. So
That's just. Oh, Storm Chaser in the YouTube chat says make what last a week? The triple infamy payout.
Totally awesome.
But
Thank you.
if it's too late to make it last a week, when Warpath starts, kick it up again and have it last the duration of Warpath. Because I can speak on behalf of my team and the people that I'm jumping with. We are having an absolute blast hitting right now. There are people spending an absurd amount of money because every base we hit, we're getting 300 infamy.
So
like almost everybody in my group's in gold 1.
I know it's practically like an unofficial, without Blood Thor, official go smash people Warpath.
Oh, yeah.
To give a good example of how it was back in the day with the preview servers, it's like hitting in a preview server.
He says he'll pass along. I'm sorry, he was only half listening because the other half of him was watching me type. He asked me a question. I answered it.
Well, thank you for coming up
Pass
into
the
the show,
lever
Storm.
on to the guy who pulls that lever. Ooh, does he flip the bean too, darling? Sorry, I had to say it.
But hey, if we only get one of the two, either this triple infamy lasts a week and then we don't get the triple infamy for Warpath, or this triple infamy lasts a day or two and then we get it for the duration of Warpath. I pick the duration of Warpath, please.
I do see people. I do see a few people that are saying, "Hey, this isn't fair to the people who've already gone to bed." Because again, the maintenance happened, and they've either gone to work or they've gone to bed. Because, well, Peel, what time is it your time, darling?
It's literally 11:48 a.m. So
it's in the morning.
lunchtime.
So it's in the morning. So we're talking about a weekday morning for Australians. And they may not even know about this yet because they're not home from work yet to know. So the maintenance happened while they were in bed. It's almost noon his time in Australia. So if it's just going to be, again, War Commander is a worldwide game. So I hope they keep it up for at least 24 hours so that everybody has a chance to participate. Of course, all the untagged on bubbles in your sector will probably already be bubbled, but it still gives you a chance to go and smack people around and get some extra infamy. You know, just go do it. Go have some fun. Just have some fun, grab some infamy. I'm up over 2,100 and I'm good enough for now. I'll get some more in Warpath because I know Warpath's coming in December. So I'll be happy with that.
It's also an excellent opportunity to test out those new Raptors.
Oh yeah.
They're amazing, by the way.
Yep.
Fantastic.
I can't wait for the tech.
Just like the old days, it's perfect.
I cannot wait to see what they do with the tech. I really hope they just take the exact tech from the regular Raptors and then just do what they did to the Mega Tanks and just give another version of it.
If we get those bunker busters on this unit, it's gonna be epic.
Oh, it's gonna be so good.
I wanted a zombifier on them too, but
That would be awesome. I'm
Maybe
happy.
next year.
I'm happy with just 4. Use 1 for each heavy platform. Then
Oh,
what
the
you
metal
gonna do?
bases are there. Why ask why? He's talking about metal bases. Oh, the CC only. Oh. He's looking for the 55s to come back, which I don't know what they would be called on the challenge basis because we already have challenge 1, 2, 3, and 4. So I don't know what we would call the 55s because we already have challenge 1, 2, 3. I mean, we're renaming the bases, so I'm not sure what the 55s would be called. No plans to bring out the 55s anytime soon. Okay, that's good to know.
special challenge.
Special challenge.
Well,
Well,
with-
CC only would
With
be
the amount
fun.
of infamy people are getting now, and the fact that we just had the payout, and there's more events coming up, mini events and the weekly event. Do we really need the CC only bases for medals? Go hit bases.
No, and already it was discussed in the notes that the challenge bases were based on players' bases and that they found that overwhelmingly the feedback on Discord and forums was that they were more difficult to do and very frustrating to try to puzzle through to figure out, and that they had decided based on player feedback that they were making some adjustments to the challenge bases. I don't know if anybody's done them recently. Anybody that has tried a metal base, they're on the map tonight, aren't they? Or no, wait. Yes, no, wait. Shoot.
They
I'll
are.
tell you one
They
second.
are. Yeah, they are. Anybody that's done any metal bases that have noticed the change because they should have changed. That was part of the notes.
Haven't done any, sorry.
Haven't
and that one, I
looked.
didn't get the reconnect error.
I think the whole game is too busy doing the infamy thingy.
Yeah.
Yeah, everybody
see people
starts saying,
celebrate.
although I did help out with a gunship base, and I'm not going to tell you how I did it, but I did help out with a gunship base, and I did it for free.
Well, these metal bases are now the Faction 5 zombie style base. Lots of blue fire.
I did see the blue fire. Okay, I saw those in the
Pretty
shower art base too. I did not see them in the. Okay, so they're going to be a little bit zombied. I mean, that's kind of like what we're used to after the Rocktober event.
Of course, it's the way it goes. Every time you have a new event, the following month's shadow ops are going to be of that unit.
Yeah, I think that's. I mean, I think it's. All those of us have been playing for a long time. I think we're kind of pretty much used to that. Those of you who are new or haven't been on. Oh, Lonnie's in the side chat. Fuck you if you want in. I'll pop out.
But we got room for one more.
We do. We have room for one more. Yeah, I'll give him the link if you want to.
I'm
Now
on
we
zombie turkeys.
If it's full, I can drop out. It's already
Yeah,
clear.
we're not. Well, I'm sorry. I thought we were, but we're not. My avatar just looks extremely huge. That's what she said.
That's something I've heard before.
And for those
And
of
no,
you who
smartass,
don't know,
He wasn't looking through a magnifying glass.
join. That is the Hype Squad for Bravery. The Discord Hype Squad avatar, and I earned that for my participation in not just the War Commander Discord, but all the gaming Discords that I'm in. So I earned that avatar. So I'm going to wear it bravely for a little bit of time. You can't see the whole thing. I tried to make it smaller and it still doesn't work. That's what she said. But it is for bravery and support of the community in a positive way. So you too can earn a Hype Squad logo. All right, let me see if I can get to it. Lonnie, let me find you, darling.
I found him. I'm sending him the link.
You found them.
So I
Yeah.
made a mistake. I looked at the Shadow Ops bases instead of the metal spaces
Oh,
because they
you
look
look at the rail
really
space.
similar.
Oh, come on.
The,
Ed. Get it right.
The
Oh my
45s are very well balanced.
You noob.
Yeah, rookie mistake. My B.
I'm gonna rookie ya. You're only 4 hours from me. I'm going to come rookie ya.
The 45 is free repair. With one missile and technicals.
Oh,
Yeah,
tomorrow
the-
and Friday. You're right.
the
I
sh-
thought
the
I was
sh-
wrong.
The Shadow Up 45 bases are perfectly balanced, by the way.
I think so. For the low to mids, it's good for
No,
them
I'm-
to.
I'm saying they are because that's how I got my week done. My weekly done is I did the 45s because I'm
Yeah, me too.
not doing the 70s.
Yeah, you're 5 months behind in the game.
And I'm
Yeah.
still got more infamy than you, bitch.
Yay!
Why would you hit a 70 if you can do it?
Oh my god, trash talk, trash talk.
Uh-huh.
Whoa,
Trash talk is true.
whoa.
I'm gonna go flatten them.
You could come try.
Easy.
You lie,
I'm already
baby.
bubbled.
Do it. Do it.
Yeah, do it. Come on.
Ugh.
Do it.
What's up, guys?
What's up, Lonnie?
Hey, Lonnie, how you doing?
You guys can come flat me. I don't ever take a friendly bubble. So anytime you guys want to come hit me, I'm always open.
That's
Yeah.
what he said.
I
Wow.
don't take a bitch bubble.
Ooh.
I do when
No.
I'm gonna do the show.
Oh,
I
fuck
guarantee you.
you. You don't surround yourself with 11
Oh, no.
hops. You
No,
don't.
I don't bubble up at all. I don't have nothing against those who do, but I just don't do it.
Oh, you
I
don't.
used to. I haven't done it for a long time because I just don't give a shit.
You don't
I
like
don't have anything.
fire.
I don't have anything against anybody who attacks tunes around their base. I don't have anything against somebody who takes a bubble before they go to bed. What I have a problem with is people who take a bubble while they're hitting somebody because that's the biggest pussy thing you can do.
Well, I don't got tunes around my base, nor do I have a bubble. So,
That's
well, I do
your
have a bubble because I was hit yesterday. But yeah, it's whatever.
public service announcement. That survey is coming out. So when it does come out, after you fill out your event survey, please do fill out your Nightmare Burning Dead event survey. I was very, very candid with my answers. My answers for Nightmare were entirely different than Rocktober. Please do fill out the surveys because it does make a difference. The Warpath surveys have made a huge difference. The one time they ran it for 5 days, y'all complained it was too long, so they shortened it. When they ran it for 3 days, you complained it was too short. So now they're trying to find the sweet spot. So I believe the next Warpath will probably be somewhere between 3 days and 5 days. There you go. So just to let you know, the surveys do work. So fill out your Burning Dead survey and be passionately constructive about your answers. If you're frustrated as a low level, they're going to know what level you are. Those are some of the questions. If you're frustrated as a returning player, there's opportunities to fill out paragraphs. Say how you really feel. They're going to listen to you. And if other people feel the same way that you do, they're going to take that into consideration. There will be a 69ing survey that will be coming out. When the 69ing survey comes out, it's based on what they have heard on Discord, what they've taken from the Discord conversations, what they've taken from forums and the polls and forums, and also the information they received from the last focus group. They're going to gather all that information. They have a fantastic survey ready. They're going to post the survey up. Please, I implore you, just like yesterday in the United
Can I
States,
have a word about that?
for you to vote. If you don't fill out the survey, stop bitching about 69ing. If you don't participate in the survey, if you don't tell Kixeye how you feel, and you don't pick something that you think is a good idea, because there's a lot of ideas in the survey. Yes, I've seen it ahead of time. Get over it. If there are a lot of ideas in there, and there are 2 or 3 ideas in there that you like, pick the ones that you like. And that information will be disseminated to the team, and then they will have an overall idea from the entire community. Even the people who 69 will be able to give their opinion of what they think should or should not be in game. If you don't like it, then you need to fill out the survey. If you think everything is fine the way that it is, you're going to have an option to say, leave it the way that it is. I guarantee you're going to be in the minority, but there's going to be lots of options. So take Kixeye up on the information that they're providing. And yes, that is compliments of your community manager and the dev team and the engineering team. They put their heads together in the meeting. They say, hey, this is definitely an issue and it's hurting PvP. How can we fix it without messing with regular PvP?
I know how to fix it.
Well, there's lots of ideas. You'll see it. You'll be surprised.
Well, do you remember back probably about 3 years ago when I would say 69, you would be like, well, me and Jim's going to be there later. You know, that was 69 3 years ago.
Yeah.
And 3 years ago, we had no such thing as I'm going to jump 10 times a day. You know,
Right.
maybe put some coin on that jump, bring that jump timer back.
I
miss a 7-day jump, and a 7-day jump. Back during 7-day jumps.
I love that when they had that, somebody came to our sector and they were stuck, unless they coined
7
it, they were
days.
stuck for 7 days. But I do think that would hurt regular PvP. That's my own personal.
I think it would to a
No,
point.
because you can still PvP in the sector you're in.
No, I mean, as far as I think it would. I think once they were bubbled, they would just sit there, and then nobody would have anybody to attack.
It would bring back more clan PvP.
Yeah, the real
Yes,
wars.
it would bring back wars. Yes.
Real
It wouldn't
wars.
bring back, right now, this is mostly a soul. The way to go right now is almost a solo way. I mean,
Pretty much. I agree fully with that. Or you'd go with like 2 or 3 friends and
Yeah,
you
it's-
just muck around for like an hour and then leave or go to another sector.
you don't jump like when we do like the RAV runs. What is it? We go jump for 4 hours and we go home. We bubble up. We do that. Back during the bandwagon days, we went for 7 days, and we would mutilate a sector for 7 days. So yeah.
Yeah, things changed in the last 3 years.
Yeah, but then people you had to plan ahead whether or not there was an event coming. So like we had a Rocktober event, and then jumping was turned off.
Event.
And then we had the Nightmare event, and jumping was turned off. So then, in theory, if you jumped right after Rocktober, and for those 2 or 3 days before Nightmare happened, you wouldn't be able to do that, because then if you jumped from your regular sector to do Rocktober, then you would literally be sitting in your same sector because you knew Nightmare was coming on Saturday. If you jumped after that, you would have to sit there, or you'd have to coin it. And yeah, that would be revenue for Kickside, that you would coin and jump back. Of course, it would be revenue, but I think that would hurt the average person that can't afford to coin and jump back. I jumped out. We jumped out of 161 after Rocktober, and then we jumped back in. So I see what you're saying. Hopefully it's one of the options on the survey, because then you guys can express it. I've seen some of the options, and I think they're great ideas. I love the revenge hit option. I love the fact that if somebody jumps, that they can't be bubbled for a certain period of time. There's lots of different options on there. They talk about, we talked about it in Discord just the other day, about the cooldown for the bubble timer.
Yeah, I don't like that because you can't pop and fight. You can't.
You
it's kind
can't.
of the thing where you can't pop and fight because you're just constantly getting your ass handed to you. I mean,
Well,
who wants
like,
to get bubbled 20 times every time they pop? You know, I don't.
no,
That's
I
no
don't,
way
I
to
don't
gain
like
infamy.
either. I don't like it when somebody comes. If I'm in a sector, I was in a sector just a couple weeks ago. I won't name the name of the sector because I didn't ask the sector admin if I could do that, because it's not naming and shaming if they give me permission. But I was in a sector and somebody specifically followed me there, and they came with 2 of their alts. So, and I know what their alts are because I've played in their sector before. So they came and they hit me with their main, but they were playing their main on their computer because they knew that I was online. So they wouldn't be able to beat me unless they were playing on their computer. But they had on KXL was one of their alts, and their phone, they had the other alt. So while they were bubbling me, they held their own base while they were trying to bubble me. Now, they didn't get me for 100%. They got me for 98%. So they didn't get me for 100%. But it was very frustrating because I immediately, when I knew my tune was dead and I knew that I was probably good, the only way that he was going to beat me was if he rushed because he was out of time. I came out of my base and I looked, and I already saw that he was bubbling himself with his alt. So you know he's driving his tune on his main, but you know that he's doing something. And then I see the other one then the other one comes over, and then he buddy bubbles himself. So he's playing 3 accounts at the same time. That's just really frustrating to me. First of all, you shouldn't have 3 accounts in the same sector and be playing like that in the first place. That's the kind of 69ing that pisses me off.
That's violating TOS.
A bubble for the nighttime because you've been out going crazy and you're logging off for work, or you're logging off to go out with your family and enjoy real life, and you take a buddy bubble, Yeah, I mean, I'd love to have the opportunity to be able to hit you within 12 hours. I'd love
Right.
to have my infamy back. But if you come to the sector with yourself and 2 alts, yeah, I reported him. Yeah, it did a lot of good. He's still playing, and so are all of his alts. Yeah, that's really frustrating for me because I know what's going on. I'm not stupid. I can see it. So that's frustrating. That's the kind of 69ing that pisses me off. Rings of Fire don't piss me off because we find a way to
How can
fight.
Kickside stop that behavior?
Yeah, Rings of Fire don't piss me off. We just find a way to fight through. I mean, that's not hard.
Well, the Rings of Fire have been around for ages. They've been around since before 69ing was. Ring of Fire was known
Yeah.
before 69.
We
And
use Rings of
we can back
Fire.
them.
Yeah, we use Rings of Fire to
Oh, my-
protect
I
memorials.
never mind those.
If there's someone's passed away in game, and unfortunately at my age, a lot of my War Commander friends have passed away for one reason or another. And if Kixeye so chooses to give them a perma bubble, we use Rings of Fire to protect that base, to keep people from trying to dig through the memorial to get to that person's base. First of all, I think it's disgusting that you would do that in the first place. But then again, it's part of the game. As I say, if you want to pet a pussy, go play Pet Crush Saga. It's a war game. But if you're going to go after a memorial just to get infamy, because someone's passed away in game, man, you're a total loser. I'm just saying. But
I
yeah,
know.
we use Rings of Fire.
90% of the time, they're not going after infamy. They're going after because they're trash. That's
Well,
just what
they
type of
do.
human they are.
And they want to piss off the sector and get a bunch of
Yeah.
screenshots of people saying nasty shit to them to get them banned because they're useless pieces of turd.
Right, but they also, I mean, they get tune infamy too. The guys that came to my sector, what was that, Chad? Just a couple weeks ago, they were snagging 4 infamy on their alts. They were snagging 4 infamy a pop. It was before Rocktober. So how many weeks ago has that been? 2 weeks?
2 weeks.
Yeah, so they were getting 4 infamy a pop just off my buggies. That really pissed me off. With their alts, obviously their mains wouldn't have gotten that much.
Oh, they wouldn't have popped on their main.
Yeah.
See, personally, for me, defending is half of the game. If anybody wants to hit me and I'm online, sure, yeah, come on down. You know, price is right. Otherwise, when I go to sleep, I'm taking a bubble and I'm going to bed.
Exactly.
Because, you know,
Yep.
I would like to actually be online to defend myself.
That's my mentality.
You know what my problem is with that though? It seems like every time I'm online, I get my ass handed to me, but when I'm offline, they lose their ass. So
Isn't that awesome? I know, it's better.
it's so awful. I've lost my mojo has left the building.
Yeah, for me it's different. Offline I'm a piece of shit to bubble up, but online I'm pretty hard.
Yeah, I can
I don't
attest
know
to
about
that. I can attest to that.
Yeah, offline your base doesn't work. You don't control anything, so you get plowed.
I don't like to control, like Mofo Joe, and I'm going to say his name because he said that I could. Mofo Joe from the Dogger clan has challenged me several times in my own sector and in his sector, Sector 22. And he has honored the 1v1. And the one thing that he's really good at, that he always throws me a curve, is he baits me. And I should know better because I used to watch Jano bait Shadow Killer. Back in the day, it was me, Shadow Killer, Tech Ninja Dez, and Jano. We get in to hang out like, I don't know, 1, 2 o'clock in the morning, our time. And it was so funny because Jano Killer would always bait Shadow to follow his tunes around. So Mofo Joe does that a lot really well. I'm actually better in my own base if I like to watch. Yeah, that's what she said. I like to watch and to see how my tunes perform and my base performs so I can see my own weaknesses. Go-Go Bar it only does so much. I want to see what somebody's bringing to my base to make it fun and interesting, something different. So I like to watch, but I really don't like to control my units because Mofo Joe has schooled me bad in my own base. And I've learned the hard way, even though each and every time, him and Darren, each and every time they've got me for 100% or 98%, and of course lost my tune. I've learned the hard way to just sit and be patient because I can't walk and chew gum at the same time, and much less, control my units. So it's a good learning experience. I like to be hit online, not because I want to fight you, but because I want to see, because we don't have replay like they have in Vega. We don't have replay like they have in War Commander Rogue Assault. We don't have replay like they have in Battle Pirates. We can't see how poorly our base performed. I'd love to be able to have that someday. but we can't see that. And I want to see it. I want to make adjustments. I want to move my chart a little bit.
Yeah, so you can improve.
Yeah, maybe I want to hang my blue balls over my command center in a different position, one to the left and one to the right, just a little bit. I'm teasing, guys. Get a grip.
No, you're not.
See, most players who've really mastered the PvE aspect of it, offline bases aren't really that difficult for them because they're so used to attacking kickside bases. They'll bring in their envoys, their Jug, the Darkstorm, and they'll do a really good job of taking the base out without taking much damage.
Yeah,
so, I mean,
Stormchaser says he'd like to have replay too. I know that he knows because Stormchaser's not new to Kixeye. I won't say when he started work for the company, but you guys may know him as a new person to War Commander, but he is not new to the company. So just because he is new to some of you knowing him as a person and person of the team, he's been long standing in the company, so he understands about the replay, and I'm sure would love to see it too. Oh, there's Champ and Suzanne.
Yeah, he said that in the YouTube.
Yep.
He said
awesome.
on YouTube that he wants the replay.
Yeah, I'm hoping that when we get the full migration from Flash to HTML5 and other game codes, not just HTML5, everybody, when we get the full migration, maybe we will get the replay. That would be awesome.
Oh, yeah.
So, Dark Shadows, is there anything else on the docket? We kind of went a little off the rails.
No. we got through all the update notes, the bug fixes, the shadow ops stuff and whatnot. We got everything done that we needed to do right as I accidentally hit stop broadcast instead of stopping my screen share. And yes, this is the very first oops for me.
It's the very first, but everybody has one except for Godscope, and including me. I did it to one of Anton's show, though. It was Anton's show, but I did it to Anton. Yes, I do have the unit, Jam. I do.
Ooh, we have a request from the YouTube.
Yes, I have a request for the 95.
The 95 Shadow Out base. Does anybody on the panel feel like doing that?
No, thank you.
I'm not even loaded up, to be quite honest, because it would lag, I do believe. But you know what?
Yeah, I'm not even in the game either.
Let me load.
That's why I had to quote, fuck you. I took a pussy bubble because I didn't want someone getting a free shot.
I haven't even looked at these things.
I'll load up. I haven't even looked at it either.
I'll take a look at one. I suck. I'll lose all my oh my god.
Okay. I'm in game now. I can share.
Yeah, oh my god. Look at the time, guys. I gotta go.
If Andy can do it.
I just looked
in
his face.
I don't mind trying to not lose my stuff, if you will.
I think I could get this, though. I really think I can get this pretty easily.
Hey, you didn't have to
depends on
hide
what's
that.
in these bunkers.
Stormchaser says 95 is a significant challenge this time around. You think?
Yeah. Yeah.
Hey, Storm, why do you think I did 745, 845s?
So I will take a peek at this, make a tune, and then screen share. If that's
I looked into that 95 and said, nope.
Yeah. I even ran away from it.
There are people out there who will have the level 20 gunships and the Omega Siege with the maxed out Omega Ravengers who will spend maybe 4 gold killing that entire base.
Gunships that get their rear beaten there. The only reason I got level 20 gunships is because that
holdout event.
Holdout deal. That thing just blew me up.
I can't wait for that event.
That thing took like a month of my layoff out of the equation.
All right.
That took 2 months from behind to being probably a month behind.
Yeah.
No, I would really like to give a shout out really quick to Champ about the one. Yeah, it's not a one-hit wonder. Champ, that video that you did for the one-hit wonder, oh my gosh. That thing went viral. When I first watched it, I think it had 7 people who watched it. And then it went nutballs. And depending on where he got the tactic from, he was the first person to make the video, Annie. And share publicly, Annie.
Annie.
And Nut, if you're still watching.
If you guys want me to, I'll try this base, but I need to make a tune. I got.
Nah, I
to
don't
make a
believe
tune.
you.
I'm actually making one right now. I'm gonna.
I got one made my normal pack, so
Jam just asked, why is the person screen sharing using SF? That is Erwin Rommel, and he's using SF because he's probably the best in the game with them. He's showing
Oh shit.
this is video proof right here that SF are still viable in this game.
He's
All
a
right.
legend with SF.
let's
For
go.
people that are nuts like him.
Oh my
Yeah.
God, he's just and the stuff that he posts in Discord and on his channel, but he, watching him do the dog base, I believe it was the war
Could you
dog
guys
base,
imagine what he could do with my units?
I watched
He could
him
be a
do,
nightmare.
Vanquisher Commanders. He did the War Dog base with Vanquisher Commanders. I mean, it was just crazy. The stuff he sits and looks at. Do you remember how Techno Jadez used to look at that kind of stuff and say, "Oh, I could do that with Warhawks with Wingmen," and people are like, no way you could do that. And then he'd turn around and say, "Watch me," and then he would do it live on a show.
Wait, are we just gonna gloss over the fact that Fuck You wants Rommel to play with his unit?
I'm trying
Okay,
good.
So this is a code base.
Yeah, Champ says take your time, but correct me if I'm wrong. Don't after we hit it the first time, we get what 17 minutes to complete it.
I
Shoot, I'm
don't
trying to
know.
remember. How much
Yeah,
do we
but
get total to do a
that-
shadow space?
That's still 3 attacks.
yeah.
I'm gonna go little
you
flat
know,
with one.
shit. Hunter, you mentioned please hide the panel at the bottom, please. Yeah, the panel is showing on YouTube again.
Let's see if I remember how
Since
to do
everything's
that.
so small. That's what she said.
Oh boy, almost 6,000 infamy.
All right, here we go. Should be fixed now.
Yep, there we go. That's better.
All right, let's see here. My standard plat. Of course, you can't deploy air. And your mercs can. Oh, whoa, wait a second. Okay, anyway.
Oh wow, that is a cave base, isn't it?
Oh, so yeah, the gunships won't work.
Yeah, see that open mouth? That's like literally a mouth of a cave. That's like a person's mouth. Oh,
Yeah, with the eyes and the nose above it.
I know, with the eyes and the nose, it's like so twisted looking.
Wait, is that a nemesis coming at you right off the fucking start? Or is
No,
that just a boss?
No, it's a boss.
Oh, thank God.
I scouted the base.
Oh.
It's a level 11 boss.
Gosh, look at him though. Oh my gosh.
It hurts you.
Jeez. Oh, the floor is the tongue. Okay. That's so
Right.
Ryukai right there. If the floor is the tongue, that is so Ryukai. I just have to say it. I know some of you aren't really into all the names of the factions, but it is. Oh, he says, don't forget about, Champ says, don't forget about the pile of zombies.
Yeah.
Zombie pile.
Which one?
I was going to say pick one. Yeah, the puppy pile.
Ghost Riders. Someone got drunk before they made it.
I just wish there was a. I mean, I get it because they're trying to deliberately get you to weave your way through. But
This
you know
is
what?
like a Shadow Ops Nightmare event.
Two of the bases for Nightmare, I really hurried up and I ran across where they were. Like I deliberately did not follow them through the path that they had through the fire. I ran over the fire while it wasn't happening and got to the other
Oh,
side.
no. Oh, that one hurt.
Oh,
Yep, that's what the caretaker's for.
I'm
Uh,
trying to play on this computer. This is not happening.
I would end attack before you lose some important stuff now.
Yeah,
Yeah. Well, this is what happens when you're hosting a show on your main rig and then you're in a hangout and you're screen sharing at the same time.
Well, my problem is my main rig is a
That's
big piece of plastic right now. Fucking paperweight.
Yeah.
See, so it's not that bad. He's lost one caretaker. He's walking his way through it, using the zombies that are charging him because of the Darkstorm aura as targets to kill things with the jug.
Yeah, he's doing it the right way. That's how you do it. You just Gotta
Dark-
get some
Dark
better
Shadows.
cameras.
What?
You gotta set up your hotkeys before you start the attack again.
Yeah, well.
Be way easier to move everything around.
He's old school like me. We don't use them hotkeys.
The hotkeys serve a purpose. It's keep you from saying, damn, caretaker won't stand still. Put it on defend. Kixeye screwed up the AI. I can't control my
All right.
enemies. That's what your hotkeys are for, you noob. Not
Two
you,
more.
David.
2 more jug shells and this base is done.
Yep.
Good work, David.
All done.
Good work, Dark Shadows. God.
That's a tough one.
Coordinate, coordinate.
Well, it doesn't look like he's lost all that much.
No,
The jug's still standing, isn't it?
He said before it's not in PvP, eh? It's a normal.
Oh, yeah, it's in PvP. Yeah, right.
I'm sleeping. It's 4 in the morning. And give me a break.
We found a new exploit.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Oh, well, on the topic of
Catapult.
PvP
Catapult.
tunes,
Oh, I didn't
Chaser.
think about that.
Catapult on the left.
Catapults.
Champ did say watch out for that.
Yep. and Chance said Jericho might actually work in this space. Ooh. I didn't know.
I would love it. PVE plat. Just one.
What I was thinking, if hopefully Stone Chaser is still listening, for the event, if we had
God, please tell me he activated it before he did it.
Yeah, event platoon.
that would have been hilarious. If we would have had, if we have an event tab for platoons that we can make that have a 50% repair reduction, that would be ideal. Thank you in advance for implementing that into the game.
All right.
I brought that up a long time ago.
Yeah, well, we're gonna keep bringing it up until they do it.
All right. Let's see how much damage I got.
Sounds good to
I'm
me.
gonna guess 9
Thank you
hours
so
repair
much
time.
for sharing, David. He does.
That was a nice job.
Thank you for sharing.
Yeah, that was a great job.
I'm going to put it out
All
there.
Before he looks, let's run down the list. Who thinks he got what for repair? I think 9 hours.
34 gold.
I think 12 hours.
6.
35 gold. That's without res.
69 hours.
69 hours.
9,000 hours.
That's not too bad for the first time through without even doing anything. Without
What is it?
6 hours.
7 hours?
7 hours. That's not too bad.
That's not bad. That's not bad.
So
That's pretty good.
got
Not bad for a first time through.
one tick off the Juggernaut. Caretaker, half a tick on Darkstorm. Romero, 2
Took a bit of a
tick.
beating.
And then there's the technicals. Of course, you know, guys, like I said, this was the very first time I did the base. No prep whatsoever. I just opened it up and went.
So now that he's hit 1, he could swap out that dead caretaker, take that same tune just the way it is, and probably do another one.
Yep. So,
Good work, Dark Shadows.
ooh, I forgot to turn off chat. Okay, anyway. So there you go. Not too bad. Could have been better, but
You know, I don't know if it will be. Hunter Hamish wants to know if the new legendary air units will be in the next event as a prize. I don't know. I don't know if Stone
They
Chaser's
said last chance.
because
I
it said last chance. I wouldn't think that they would. Oh, he missed them. All right, Hunter Hamish wasn't able to play. I didn't think you got much
Wait,
time.
they said last. I didn't see Last Chance on them. I
Yeah.
saw new.
Oh, yes, I seen Last Chance on them. I
saw
think
new.
the event store is still out.
Yeah, I still have. As a matter of fact, I only have 15 hours to spend my. I still have 2,702,000 left to spend, and I haven't figured out what to spend it on yet.
I didn't do.
Don't all
A
speak up at
single
once. I have no idea what.
the legendary units are last chance according to the gear store. But as we all know, last chance does not.
You mean
always-
the event store, not the gear store.
Yeah, the event store. Remember, last chance doesn't always mean last chance.
Yeah, I'm sure they'll be out again, or they'll probably be in the gear store.
They'll be back again.
Yeah, and Storm Chaser had talked about in some of the other shows that he was on in the side chat. It's also been discussed in Discord that they will be eventually getting text, so you'll be able to trick out your schematic Anybody who ever used the regular Hellstorms at level 10, the missiles would split. So that was one of the big things, that once you got it to level 10, everybody wanted to get theirs to level 10. Some people coined theirs to level 10.
Yep.
And he did say that these units at level 10 do not currently have that ability. He did not know that that was the ability that they got at level 10, the old school Hellstorms. However, he was not disenchanted with the idea of possibly giving it that ability at level 10. So it's not a yes, but it's not a no. It's a no that they don't have it right now. That doesn't mean that they won't get it. But there will be techs coming. I don't know what they are, but I mean, and none of the techs that you have for your original Hellstorms and Raptors will work on the new legendary units.
That's
so don't,
such a Pepe.
yeah, don't send a ticket about that one, because that's pretty much out
The
there.
level 10 talent for that Hellstorm was like the split up rocket, right?
The old ones, yes, but not the new ones.
The Hellfires did too. The original. I don't know if the legendaries do, but the original Hellfires, the regular and the elite. I think it was once you made it elite, the rockets split before impact. They were nasty.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it was awesome. Well, people said, "Oh, well, that's going to make envoys completely useless." No, because your Hellstorms you can now use in PvP.
And they're slower.
No, I mix them up.
PvE. I mean, if it splits and you have all the tech and you have a max, you're only going to be able to use them in PvP. That means you'll be able to focus your envoys to PvE. I don't know why people are just saying, oh, well, that will render envoys useless. I won't ever use my envoys again. I'll use the Hellstorms. That's just dumb.
I mix them up.
Look at the health difference between an envoy and a legendary Hellstorm.
If you look, I'm doing it right now. I'm using both of them.
Who's talking?
I am. Rambo.
Rambo. There you are.
I run them both right there, and they work good together.
Rambo.
Yeah, well, the legendary Hellstorm, the missile probably, I think it has more health than the envoys do, but the envoy itself has more health than the unit.
Yeah, I like that if it's releasing just slightly before or slightly after, again, the things that you're shooting against are targeting your missiles. The missiles can be shot down and they can be targeted. People were just like really like boo in Discord and boo in forums. That's not a bad thing. I have a mixture on my envoys for a reason. The reason why I have the mixture is so that the things in that base will be targeting my other missiles while the other two envoys are firing on that target. I want those missiles to be targeted so it pulls away from the fire of whatever it's shooting at it, whether it's a sharpshooter or something in a bunker, or if it's a turret that's trying to shoot the missiles down. That's why, 3 is better than 2, and that's why 5 is better than 3. I know it becomes cumbersome for me to have more than 7 envoys. I know some people play with 7, some people play with 10. I prefer 5. That's a nice mix for me. The same thing with the Hellstorms. I'll probably do 5. I have to have those Raptors, though. Oh my gosh, just watching you guys, and I'll say it on the Battle Vortex show, watching you guys live show a level 1 Raptor go in and in just a couple passes take out 2 heavies and only take 9 minutes damage. 1 Raptor, 2 heavies on a max base, and both people were online. Boom, boom. Those heavies were gone. I was like, oh my god. I'm like, oh my god, what is that? Like an hour's repair? It was only 9 minutes. I was like, can you say Raptor spam?
I mean, that was a 40 base, and it was a weak one. They didn't have really heavy.
Oh my goodness. Okay.
We'll play a 40.
Okay.
Dark Shadow Storm Chaser says, nice work on the 95. By the way, really great skill there. I guess he didn't see you lose the caretaker.
And the fact that you have 6.5 hours of damage.
See, that's absolutely respectable. 6.5 hours damage, and your Shadow Ops for the week is done.
Yep. Legendary Air will not be a next event, but it will come back eventually. Good. I got to step away until the next time. Oh, everybody.
Thank you very much for coming and
Thank you, Mr. Storm Chaser, for coming on and coming on to round 2 at that, too. So.
Yeah. I'm probably stepping off out of here pretty soon, too. I got bases to go flat.
I think we're going to be cutting the show off here.
He said he was going to talk to the guy with the lever. Okay, so we really don't know how long this is going to be. So we're going to leave that hanging too.
Yep. Unfortunately.
If you aren't participating in it, just stop watching the show.
Oh, that hurt the eardrums.
Oh, I'm sorry. That my bad.
The thunder rolls.
Oh,
All right. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we've been going on for 2 hours right now.
No, this one's only 5 minutes. Oh, wait. Talking about the first one.
Yeah, the first one. So
Shots fired.
shots fired. Yep.
Shots fired. Any other PSAs that you want to add, David? Anything that you can think of off the top of your head?
Well,
Things that make you
Just smile in world chat. Like, I'm tired of seeing the nasty family talk, religion talk. Just smile. It's a game. Just smile.
So, well, I will leave the PSAs to you since you are the queen of War Commander.
Oh no, I don't have any public service announcements. Yes, I do, but I don't really have that many.
Do you have any PDA?
Red. So glad my camera's not on right now.
You're probably blushing.
I am.
Shades of red.
Red right now, and my dimples, if you can see them beyond the chubby cheeks, they're there. Oh my goodness gracious. Public service announcement. If you have an issue in game and you do not have access to Discord, I highly recommend, again, for you to try to orient yourself to try giving the Discord app a little bit of your time. I'm not saying forums is not informative. It is. I'm not saying that forums is going away. It's not. What I am saying is there's a lot of you who don't have access to forums anymore, and those of you know who you are. That doesn't mean that that's going to affect you when you come into Discord. As long as you mind yourself as far as being, passionately, frustratedly constructive, you'll be perfectly fine. Come into Discord. It's the closest thing to having live customer support that you can possibly get. Now, is Discord a replacement for customer support? Absolutely, positively not. But I can tell you what you can get. You will have access to every single moderator that's on, and even if you don't see our lights on, it may be that we're at work in real life and we go what we call gray. So if you're in Discord, you understand what I mean. You can be do not disturb, you can be green, you can be active, you can be yellow, you can be idle, or you can be basically offline or invisible. So there are times when I'm in the Discord, and yes, I do lurk when I am gray because I don't want the notifications, but I do keep it up so that I get notifications from the team, and I check the rooms from time to time. If you send any one of us as a moderator a message in the PM, one of us will get it. If we don't have an answer, we'll go to somebody who does have the answer. I would really like for all of you to understand that the other thing is when you go into Discord, you may see all those team members on the right-hand side. You may see their lights on. They may be yellow, they may be green, but you may see them in there, but they don't sit at their desk just to watch Discord all day long. Your best bet, if you have a problem, is for an issue, is to be on the moderator. And then we may know about a known issue that you guys might not know yet. We may know about an issue that happened in another one of the channels, in the bug report channel, in the difficulty channel. There could be something out there that we know about that we've already gotten to the team, and we've already got a video, and we've already done it ourselves. And then they say, okay, we're going to check with QA for that. That's quality assurance. We're going to check with the dev team on that. That's, checking with Storm Chaser and his team of people. We're going to check with engineers on that. We're going to check with customer support on that. We may already know what the answer is tentatively to get you to kind of hold on for just a second before you go bonkers. If we ask you to send a ticket, don't get pissed off because we asked you to send one. If you're eligible, we want you to send one because the bean counters are paying attention, and that helps keep the entire team in check. It's a good thing for you to send a ticket if you're eligible to send a ticket. It's not a bad thing. If you don't get compensation, stop having a hissy fit about it, okay? It's the fact that you're sending a ticket about an issue that happens on your computer, on your rig, in your country, in your game on a regular basis so they can make adjustments and improvements to the game. Stop saying Kixeye needs to buy more servers because they got a bunch of them, a Palazzo. If I'm not having any problems and I can take a quick poll of, I don't know, 6 or 7 chats that I'm in, I can grab 10 or 15 people, well, 10 maximum, but I can have 2 hangouts going at the same time. If I can grab 10 or 15 people in a hangouts and say, hey, are you guys experiencing this problem? And they're not, and we're in a hangout and we're live screen sharing and they're still not having those problems, I'm not blaming your rig. I'm not putting the blame on you, but it's not Kixeye. We need to work it backwards and find out what's wrong. And David can attest to this, and if Dabo was here, he would attest to it as well. Those of you who don't understand how to clear your flash cache, I have posted it on as many pages as I'm on. I would love for people to please repost that to the pages that they don't let me be on because I'm not part of their, clique, and that's fine. You don't have to like me as a person. But your flash cache is not the same as your regular cache in game. And your flash player that you use, okay, is based on your rig and what browsers that you use. The flash player that you use for Firefox is different than the one that you use for Internet Explorer or the one that you use for Chrome. If you don't have that instructional paragraph that I sent you that gives you the link directly to Adobe Macromedia's Flash Player, you follow those simple steps. You can set your Flash Player to maximum. The majority of the people that I went through that allowed me to team view their computers, almost every single person with the exception of one, had their Flash Player set at halfway. Okay, you can set your Flash Player to unlimited content. Almost everyone had their Flash Player set to halfway. If you have it set to halfway, then you're not going to be able to get all the bangs and the bells and the whistles that come with this game. And it's not Kixeye's fault. That's your rig. It's not Kixeye's fault that you don't have your Flash Player set to accept maximum content. That's not on Kixeye. That's on you. It's not because you're dumb. It's not because you're stupid. It's not because we're pointing the finger at you. It's because you need to be responsible for your own rig. Now, Facebook Game Room is a browser-based platform, and it is based on the Chromium PPAPI Flash Player. That you need to have the correct Flash Player. If you have Firefox on your computer and you have Chrome on your computer, your Flash Players are competing with one another. That will screw up your game. My suggestion is get rid of one and use the other. You can uninstall Firefox and see if your Chrome runs better. The majority of the people who do that, guess what? They find out that their game runs better. Oh my goodness. That's because their Flash Players aren't competing with one another. And you say to yourselves, oh, well, Kixeye should tell us all this because it's a Flash-based game. No, it's called technology. Kixeye isn't responsible for teaching you how to use your rig. You are responsible for learning how to use your rig. Yep. I don't have that problem with other games. You know what? There aren't that many Flash-based games left. Battle Pirates is. A few other games that I know of that are Flash-based. But those two are going through a migration. It is your responsibility to know how your rig works. And I'm not pointing my finger at you. If you don't know how it works, or you don't know how to make those changes, get with one of us and we'll tell you how. If you want me to, because you don't like me as a moderator, you see somebody on this panel that you do care for, or that you're friends with, get with somebody that's on this panel and say, hey, that thing that Skipjack, that bitch was talking about, can you get me those instructions? And I'll give those instructions to that person. And I'll make my own video on my own private channel where you don't have to see my name. I'll call it whatever you want me to say it, call it. I'll give it to that person and you can watch a YouTube video of it on how to do it step by step. I can't do it for you live and you can't do it at the same time because most people, I tell them to run a cleaner afterwards and refresh their game. You don't have to. But I suggest that you do it. It would be stupid to do that in a hangout. But get with somebody that understands about the technology. You can send tickets into customer support, but if they come back at you and they say, what is your Flash Player set at? Or do you know how to change your Flash settings? Or if they ask you for traceroute information, give that to them. They're not blaming you. They're trying to troubleshoot for you. It's no different than if you call your ISP and you say, hey, my internet, I get this fantastic speed in the morning, but I get sucky speeds at 7, 8, 9, 10 o'clock at night. You know why? It's because everybody's coming home from work. and everybody's using the same typing that you're using. That's why your speed sucks. So get with somebody and help us to help you have a better gaming experience. If you don't like me, get with one of the other mods. Axel knows how to do it. Cybertoad knows how to do it. David knows how to do it. Daba knows how to do it. I know how to do it. CM Bernie knows how to do it. Get with the people at customer support. Everybody knows how to do it. Let us teach you how to do it so you can continue to play this game until this game is completely migrated off of Flash. I promise you, we're going to have one hell of a party when we don't have to worry about this anymore. But until then, I want everybody to continue to play and have fun. Not so you can bash one another, not so you can bully one another. I don't care what you do in the game. Go smash them. But not so you can treat people like shit in game. So you can go and actually use your skill, use your hotkeys, and control your units and stop blaming it on KixEye. And actually learn some skill. Go out there and hit people with your real main account, not your alts, and actually hit people and fight like a real fighter. Don't be a puss and hide behind 11 alts. Go out there and actually fight. Let me see you use your hotkeys. Let me see you actually come to my base and hit me 1v1. I would challenge anybody to a 1v1, and nobody in my sector is going to hit you. I'll come to your sector. Let's 1v1. But don't bring your pussy alts. Seriously. Come on, guys. Really. That's just a joke and a half. And stop sitting there screaming and crying and sending reports to customer support and then threatening them afterwards when they say you need to fix this shit. KixEye doesn't need to fix anything. You need to learn how to use your own tunes. You need to learn how to use your hotkeys. If you don't know how to use shifts 1, 2, and 3, and that's as high as I go because going up to 4 and 5 confuses the fuck out of me. If you don't know how to use shift 1, 2, and 3, there's something wrong with you. You're not skilled in game. I don't care if you're 47, 48, 49, 50, or 51. If you don't know how to use the shift 1, 2, and 3, then you are not a skilled person in game. If you don't know how to use the attack move, you're not skilled in game. If you don't know how to keep your caretaker still by hitting the D key, then you are not skilled in game. I don't care what level you are. If you don't know how to use your hotkeys, then don't come to me and tell me that you're highly skilled and it's all KixEye's fault. Dude, the hotkeys are there for a reason. Use them. If you don't know how to use them, that's on you, idiot. I'll say it, idiot. Thank you for that burp.
That was a 4.2 on the Richter scale.
I know. That wasn't like a full one right there. Don't you have like a soda burp to go with that one? How about a beer burp? Oh, no, it's 4 o'clock in the morning. You can't be doing beer at 4 o'clock in the morning.
When else would you?
The only other PSA is that if something's really crazy and you see something crazy in game and you are in Discord, we do not mind. All of us as moderators, we actually appreciate it, believe it or not. Get in the Discord. I prefer you go to the bug reports, but if you're going to go into the general room, come in and say, hey, is anybody else experiencing this? If somebody trolls you, we will take care of them. If you don't see us say anything publicly to them, that doesn't mean that we're not PMing them. That doesn't mean that they didn't get a warning behind the scenes, and moderators will not discuss, nor will KixEye employees will not discuss disciplinary actions that were taken in forums or on Discord. So just because you don't see us say something public in the room does not mean that that person was not warned and or kicked or booted from the server. So please give the moderators a chance to get in there and do what they need to do, get you the information that you need to get, and we will get you what you need in game, even if it means grabbing a customer support person and saying, wow, this person has something really off the wall. And then we have somebody live load your game and fix it for you.
It happened for me 2 weeks ago during the October event.
Yes, it did.
I sent in tickets.
Yep.
Well, I sent in one ticket because I did a little bit of my event, and then I started hitting people because I was in an enemy sector because I do that shit. I get bored. If I'm not doing the event, I want to be hitting people. You can't do that in a safe sector. So I was doing it in an enemy sector. I was getting hit by a bunch of people, and then I DC'd, came back into the game, and my event banner was gone. So I was like, okay, this is weird. Cleared cookies and cache, ran a C cleaner, all that stuff. Came back into the game, wasn't there. So contacted support, and I got through to the expert group, and I learned something I didn't know how to do from one of the expert team members, who got a 5-star rating, and that was how to clear out my Flash player. So
You're
I
welcome. You're
It,
welcome.
was, it wasn't you, David.
David.
It wasn't David.
No, but I'm the one that gave him all that
He
information.
gave him the information. We've been working because David is such a geek, and so am I, and so is Cybertoad. Not that the other mods aren't, but we're such geeks that when they were struggling with the answers, when they ask about it, they're like, "Well, how did you know that?" "Oh, well, here you go. This is what you do, and you do this, and you do this, and you do that." "Oh, can we share that?" "Sure, it's public knowledge."
No, but this continues. It's not done yet. So I did that, went back into the game. I had my event banner back, but I had 0 XP. And I sent in a screenshot that I had just about 200,000. I was like, this is what I had. Can we put this back on? No answer. No answer. No answer. Then I flash crashed, loaded the game back up again, and my event banner's gone. So I sent a message to somebody in KixEye on Discord. And this was a day later, by the way, and it still wasn't fixed. So the morning I sent a message to somebody from KixEye on the Discord, and he responded to me within minutes. And I told him everything that was happening. I sent him the request number. He read through the replies and everything like that. And 10 minutes later, he had somebody live load my account, and everything was back to normal.
Nice.
Yeah.
Like, it's
Hey guys, I just want
they're here to help.
Everybody, I'll see you guys later. I'm off for the night.
All right, Fox, thanks for stopping by, buddy.
It was great talking to you guys. I haven't talked to you guys in so long. I'll try to stop in more often.
Jim said, "Hey, hi."
Emma says hello.
Okay.
You guys all take care. Have a good night.
All right. Good night.
Later, bud.
God, I love you, the one. You're my idol. Good night, guys.
Good night.
I'm trying to compete with him. I can never compete with him.
I can't.
For the dumb old water burp. Yeah, just another. We're not getting money from promoting people to popping over to Discord. We make no money off of that. Oh my goodness! Somebody just sent me a PM. Are you promoting Discord because you make money off of it? No.
Yes, just tell him yes, I do.
No, we don't get any money off of Discord. Where do people get this crap? No, don't.
Click the link anyways.
Oh my God. That's too funny. Oh, that's hilarious. No, we don't make any money off of that. We do not monetize these shows either. Shadow Killer does not believe in monetizing Unshackled.
Yeah, the whole 9 cents we would make
No,
off
I
of
mean,
episode.
if it was for charity or for a good cause, I can't say that he would never. I'm just saying he does. But I'm not saying that he would never. It's just in general.
Debo, that's what I'm telling everyone.
Oh my goodness gracious. Anonymous, I have a question for you. Uh-oh, he's still muted, which means he's playing with his other hand.
What did I
Ooh.
do?
Oh,
Oh, I just want to know, since we're ready to end this one, and we'll give out the shout outs. And I know Nut's kind of busy because he was going to pop one too. Just because I believe in sharing and bringing the community together, trying to stop the hate and trying to foster communication and sharing regardless of the members of the community. So do you know off the top of your head, and I know I'm kind of putting you on the spot here, but do you know whether or not Battle Vortex will be doing an off-schedule show in addition to the Sunday show, or so far you just have the Sunday show planned?
So far, we do currently just have the Sunday show planned. I've mentioned making a midweek show, but it's tough because there are a lot of other shows out there, and I for one personally wouldn't want to overlap and take away from anybody else's shows.
Aww, you are so precious.
No, it's just the right thing to do. So I mean, if we can find a time slot that works for everybody, then that's certainly a possibility. But I'd have to talk to the other guys.
You're cracking me up, guys. Stop typing stuff in the side. Well, I would like to tell you that thank you very much for inviting me this past weekend, Sunday, and that I did not appear as Skipjack. I would also like to compliment you on your Battle Blade, and I know that's compliments of Pascal.
Yeah, that guy's the man.
You did an awesome job on your new Battle Blade. And for those of you who don't know what that is, that's the Battle Vortex Battle Blade. It's been, as long as I've been playing Kixeye games, Battle Vortex has been part of Kixeye games. So that is the Battle Blade. It has definitely evolved over the years, and yours is one of the best that I have ever seen. So kudos to Pascal for the hard work that he did for that avatar. It is really off the chain, like unshackled off the chain. And thank you for inviting me on Sunday. I had a wonderful time, and I wasn't a troll. I was good, I was behaved, and I didn't get found out until you went to the after show. So that's okay. And I didn't get booted. So I wanted to say thank you for inviting me. It was very fun. It was informative. And you guys have a blast on Sundays.
We try to.
You do. You really do. It's actually very, not only is it educational, but you guys are a hoot. I mean, I was like laughing so many times. I couldn't type to you because I was laughing so much. It was really, really good. And thank you again for all you guys do, the positive things that you do for the community. And please give everybody on the panel my best, and especially Killer Queen. So I'm not. That's going to be my shout out, aside from the panel. But that's going to be my shout out to you and to the other members of BB. I am have not always been a very good human being, and I have said and done things that I should apologize for, and I would prefer to give a generic apology. And then if each one of those individual people are willing to forgive me, I would prefer to talk to them one-on-one and apologize for anything individually that I may have said or done that would have caused them any harm as a human being. It's just a pixelated game. That's all it is. It's nothing more. The person, Brandon, behind the anonymous name, I care for very much. The person, and I won't say her real life name, most of you know what it is, but I won't say it. The person that's behind Killer Queen is a lovely woman. She is a kind soul. And anything that I have said or done in the past to cause her harm, I would like to publicly apologize to her.
She really is a good person. It's a damn shame she's... It's a shame the alliance that she's in, but she's a good person.
But you know what? I mean, her talking about me crawling under the table to do sexual favors to keep my mod job. Okay, that was a little whoa, but she was pissed off at me, and I get it. It's okay. I'm the only female moderator. I don't think you would accuse David of doing that. That would be a little weird and kind of creepy.
I might have pictures.
That would be kind of creepy. We don't do those kind of things to keep our mod jobs. We've got our hands slapped before. We've got.
If you want to see some cool artwork, David Dark Shadow. God, fuck. I'm calling you David. I don't give a fuck.
I know. We call him David.
You want to see some cool artwork that David has done? About, what was it, 8 months ago? You made a profile picture for me that I just put on today.
Yeah.
So if you're friends with me on Facebook, or you know who I am, check it out. Like, that's what David did.
I've seen it. I'd love to be able to get Pascal also to come back on the shows, and we might, but again, just like the one, aka Rob, it's what, 5 a.m. your time now?
No, it's only 4 a.m.
All right, 4 a.m. So it's a little late for him. So, and I understand.
Or early, whichever the case.
Depending on how you look at it. But we did a great show earlier, One City show. The Unshackled show is linked with City shows because they do the European audience. We typically do the time zones for the United States, but Unshackled is linked with City Gaming and vice versa. So they cross over one another. So you will get information if you look up either show. You'll get information from both shows. And sometimes that stuff happens. We will find it live on City show, and then they'll be working on a fix as the game comes back up, and then we'll run the Unshackled show, and we'll be able to give you the details of the fix. So I appreciate you, Annie, for coming on and being part of the panel. I'm not a producer, but as a friend, I appreciate you coming on and being willing to be part of the whole entire community. It means a lot.
Erwin, for God's sake, zoom out.
I appreciate you guys having me here, and I'd love to come on in the future if you guys would have me. So,
hey,
yeah, we'll get you for an event.
Welcome.
Yeah, anytime. Even if you decide to come to my sector and actually smack me, pussbone. Even if you decide to come to my sector and you actually want to take on my base, wuss, I'll be okay with it. Because
All
so
right, now that's a
I keep
challenge.
getting this pop-up that says that you jumped to my sector, show my base, and you sit there like a lump of coal. Come on, whip your stuff out and let me play with it.
All right,
What?
you asked for it.
Whoa.
Come on, hey, I'm going out
Beat
today.
there.
As a matter of fact, let's do this.
Hold
Let's
on.
see.
In a couple weeks, I am going. In December, I'm going to Storm Chaser's place, and I'm going to go play with his stuff. So come on now. I'm ready. Are you guys ready?
All right, here we go. Relocate base sector 161. Here we go.
Well, I'm in a bubble right now. Sorry.
All right, I'm backing up.
I was just saying, TV was here, Monkey was here. I guess I could pop for you. I'm assuming I'm repair, but I live loaded the game for Bernie, and then I shut it down.
I will give you your 10-minute cooldown, so that way you don't end up,
Yeah,
popping.
absolutely.
So we will end the show with a PvP battle.
We
Dude,
could.
this is just making me want to go flat the sector. I'm
We
in. Wrap
could
it
in
up.
the PvP battle. I live loaded. Hey, Annie did that. Who did he jump? Did he hit Rob?
Yep.
Yeah, it was the one, and I totally lost. And I'm still looking forward to my opportunity to have a rebuttal to
No,
redeem
I got
myself.
6,000 info. Leave me alone.
Oh man, that would have been awesome.
Hey, I have 5,968. So
I'm on my way. I need my Klondike bar back.
You have 5,000 infamy already?
I have 6,000.
Oh my gosh! Are you?
I'm
happy?
only 32 shy of 6,000.
Oh
Fucking
Lord, have mercy! I am
KS
low. I was
KS
happy.
Man of War sent me a picture. He's got 5,200. The fucking farmer.
Oh my goodness!
He's still getting 50 infamy from level
Every
30.
base I have now is 3 infamy.
All right. Well, let's wrap this bad boy up with our moans, groans, complaints, and final shout-outs. We're going to start off with the one. And, of course, Zach can't do nothing because he's doing a base and showing everybody how to do it. But
I want to give a big shout out to Kickside for this triple infamy, and I totally dig it.
all right. Anything else?
No, I want to go to bed.
All right. You go to bed now. All right. Rambo, you're up.
Yeah, I'm working on a 70 right now, but I like the way things have changed. I like the way the gear store is set up. I think we're gonna have. I think things are finally turning around and getting better. So I look forward to the good stuff. And thanks for the show. It's good
All
times.
All right. Gimpy Scope.
I just want to shout out to the panel. Thanks for letting me come on. Thanks for letting me come on to the show. Shout out to Animal. Hope you have a good day tomorrow, despite everything that's going on. Keep on keeping on. And I'm going to go make a trash-ass sector full of crybabies bitching wine for the next couple hours.
There you go.
Okay. All right. Skipjack.
Oh, and shout out to Hunter Hamish. You absolutely suck dick at this game.
Oh my God!
Wow. Good
Hey.
God.
Wow.
He asked for a shout out in YouTube chat, so I gave him one. He didn't say I had to be nice.
I would like to. I'd like to give a shout out to Dune, who sent me, and they just arrived, so I didn't have a chance to get them ready or prepped because I like my hats a certain way. I have an official unshackled baseball cap that's white with the unshackled logo. So the next show that we do, I will make sure that instead of the cowboy hat, I will have my camera on and my bustier. So you all can see my unshackled cap. I want to thank everybody on the side chat and YouTube. Champ, safe travels tomorrow, wherever it is that you're heading. May you get there safely, quietly, and peacefully, and come home safely, quietly, and peacefully to those who love you the most. Brandy, Hunter, for hanging out all the time. Doxing Debo. Gosh, I would go through all the people that were in there. A special shout out to Storm Chaser, of course. Snake Eyes says, look out, Jim, duck and cover. Snake Eyes, if you're still watching, accept the damn tag, man. Seriously, I can't keep you safe if you don't have a tag in my sector.
Hey, Debo, congrats on coming out.
Yeah, for the great questions. Shout out to the community, for those of you who have been so supportive of the moderators and of the team. definitely big, huge shout out to all of you for being great participants. Although frustrated and passionate at times, you've been able to actually not be so mean spirited, and that so I want to thank everybody for all of your hard work and your efforts to get the information to the team. When I needed videos, I got them. When David needed videos, he got them. When there was information that we were looking for that we had to get to the team so we could get it fixed like ASAP. Thank you for us jumping into your Hangout, jumping into your sector, or literally hijacking your page and saying, hey, are you guys experiencing this? So I'd like to shout out to Zach for all the videos that you do for the low to mid levels, pulling out units that other people would never even think to pull out in order to get the things that they need to get done. And my last shout out would be to David for his kick-ass PowerPoint presentations, his artwork.
Which you can see on the previous show.
Yes, which you can see on the previous show. So they're going to see double links on that one. You're going to see double links on that one. Shout out to the entire team that manages to pull this off and the panel who makes it fun. So again, remember, it's supposed to be fun. Real life is bad enough. There's enough drama and BS going on in the world. If you want to take it out on someone, take it out in a pixelated game with pixelated units on their base. If you fail, then take it like a man and or woman, move on to the next base, and then go on about your business. Stop talking about people in real life. Stop calling people names. Stop telling them what you're going to do to their daughter and their mother with the dog watching or vice versa. Just stop all that, because it's just not helping. You're not really helping the community. And for those of you who don't take that kind of bait, I appreciate it when you don't. God's good.
Hey, that was last year.
Was
this
last
is a new
year.
me. I have been reformed.
Since you've come back, especially what happened at your house the other day. We don't talk about that on the show.
Yeah, fuck. We can. I don't give a shit.
To the game, you have been under some really, really on the other end of some very vicious global chat. And if you think that he doesn't send that to customer support through a harassment report form, you're wrong. And if you think that I am showing him favoritism because he sends it to me and then I report it as a player, you're wrong. Because I jump on alt to his sector and then I video what you're saying. So if you are that depraved in real life, and if you feel that low about yourself in real life that you have to say those kinds of things about someone else, another human being, and it's not game related, dude and dudettes, it's definitely not game related. There's something wrong with your humanity. You need to stop it because it's being reported and you're going to get global chat banned. And when you get global chat banned and you get global chat banned a couple times, you'll just be a creator for a couple days. That's up to Kickside, but you really need to cool it. So it's not me showing favoritism to Godscope. You should not be saying those things in chat. So just stop doing it. So again, the people who play fairly and keep it you want to trash talking game? Go ahead and trash talk. You want to call somebody a pussy because they're licking their bubble? Okay, go ahead and do it. I don't care. Doesn't bother me. That's game related. Don't say that other stuff. That's just nasty. It really is. It's totally uncalled for. If I come to your sector with an alt and I video it and I send it in as a player, it's going to get the kick side. And I know something happens to it, and I am going to dance in your crater when you get one. And no, that's not me, a moderator. That's me as a player. I don't report you as a moderator. Fuck that. They have enough shit to deal with. I don't go to Bernie with that crap. I don't go to the team with that crap. I fill it to the harassment form. What you're saying hurts my eyes. I can't unsee that shit, dude. Stop saying it to one another.
Yeah. I can't talk much about it because of the investigation that's pending, but for those of you who don't know, some of you do, I got swatted last night, which means somebody called my local law enforcement and filed a false accusation, resulting in several cop cars showing up to my house. And it was just a big headache, and I had my nephews over and they had to experience that kind of shit. So to say that I was in a bad mood last night is an understatement. And the people who did that will get caught and they will get charged. But like what Skip was saying, that's just Like, what's this fucking game coming to? People are doing shit like that. Like, they're so butthurt. They gotta do shit like that. Come on.
Yeah, don't do that. You're an adult and you could probably defend yourself and something could have happened. It's happened here in the States, but you had young children in your house. And what if they really did believe that? And I don't want to talk about what it was that they said, but what if, I prefer not to on the show, but what if they really did believe that? Your nephews would have been put in jeopardy. That's just, whoever you are that's out there, that you are so sick and depraved that you have to do that over a pixelated game, go stand in the mirror. I mean, go stand in the mirror and really have a conversation with yourself, because that's wrong. Would you want that to happen to your children, to your nephews, to your nieces? To your own children, your grandchildren? Is that what you want? Is that what this world has come to? If this game is bothering you that much in your real life, then step away. Take a break. Go, find some fresh air. Go take a swim. If you're on the southern hemisphere of the world, go take a swim. If you're in the northern hemisphere, fly to the southern hemisphere where it's warm. Go visit a friend. Go volunteer somewhere. Go volunteer for Meals on Wheels if you're in the United States. Go volunteer at a homeless shelter and hand out food, box up food. Go do something. Give back to humanity. Watch and see what other people have that you take for granted, and then come back to the game. We're all part of the same race, the human race. There's no tags, there's no colors, there's no countries, there's no genders, there's no sexual orientation, there's no countries, there's no religion. We're all humans. If you can't be a human while you're playing this game, I'm not talking about trash talk. I'm talking about putting somebody's life at risk and his 2 tiny children nephews. What's wrong with you? And those of you who are going to send me hate mail later because I got tears in my eyes, what is wrong with you that you would get butthurt over a stupid pixelated game? That you would put innocent people, their lives at risk by lying to the police or lying to the FBI or lying to the Canadian authorities. What's wrong with you? Stop it. Just stop doing that. It's not right. It's wrong. Be a human being. If it gets that bad, take it out on me. Come to my sector, take it out on me. Come to Discord and call me a fucking bitch. I don't care. Do whatever you want to do. Call me a Kevin. I don't care. Stop doing what you're doing. You're putting people's lives at risk. This world is already violent enough as it is. In case you didn't notice, those 2 boys on Call of Duty who did that exact same thing that happened to Godscope, those 2 boys, one of those young men who's now an adult, got life in prison for what he did. Life in prison. Is that what you want? Do you want somebody to come knocking at your door and haul you away in handcuffs? Do you think because you're 15 or 14 or 13 years old that it won't happen to you? You need to start paying attention to the news. And you need to stop using this game to harass and bully and threaten people in real life. It is not acceptable. Forget Kixeye's terms of service. Where is your humanity? He has 2 young boys in his house. Their lives are forever altered because of what you did, because of a stupid pixelated game. Shame on you. If you feel that desperate that you have to take it out on somebody, come take it out on me.
2 nephews, by the way. I gotta clarify that. It sounds real suspect.
Well, it's not necessary. It's just not necessary. I mean, if you come here, my dogs are going to bark, and yeah, my whole entire house is going to be upside down and backwards. My neighbor across the street will be like a shadow killer, and the last sound you hear is going to be because she knows how to use it. But I'm just saying, not everybody has that, and we shouldn't come to that over a pixelated game, everybody. Yeah. You should not be doing that. Stop it. Just don't. Go find something else to do. Reach out to somebody else for some help. I feel like we should start a War Commanders Recovery Anonymous or something. I don't know. I'm not really sure how that would work, but we need to start out something. A 12-step program. Be nice to the pixels.
I'm sorry. That was kind of funny.
Yeah, David tried to say something, got cut up, and all I heard was "fuck."
I did
know
too.
that was
All right, who's next for the shout out?
All right. And on. You're up. Your growth points and final shout outs.
well, my shout out is to you guys for having me on here. I appreciate it. Shout out also to the Nut C clan, Nutcracker Bob Bolton, great guy. He runs the. We're in we're sector 195. Smaller group, happy-go-lucky fellows. Yeah. All right. Yeah. Okay. But yeah. So shout out also to Kixeye. I know they're working their asses off trying to make this game great for everybody. And that Nightmare event was absolutely fantastic. New tech, cool stuff.
I
yeah,
agree.
and
I
that's
got
about
the
it.
gold one.
Oh yeah. Oh, and shout out to Skipjack. I am about 20 seconds away. No, I'm 2 hexes away from your base.
Okay. Well, while that's going on, who's going to be screen sharing this?
Oh,
So-
he is 2 hexes
here,
my
just
days.
1
Oh
second.
my god. He wasn't kidding.
Zach says his shout out goes to Kixeye for the SF era tech in the gear store. Shout out to the panel and shout out to YouTube.
All right. So we got to decide who's going to be screen sharing.
Hey, no, because screen sharing causes lag, I think they should both screen share. Even the playing field.
I don't have a tune in my base. So
He's going to easy flat you then.
yeah, I mean he would pretty much
that's
easily
not
flat me with no tune. I guess I could put a tune in.
Let's be real. If you got level 20 gunships and an Omega Siege with Omega Ravengers, you're gonna air flat anybody in this game.
I definitely don't have all of that. No.
I don't agree on that, but that's my
Definitely doesn't have all of that. No.
Nope, no way. Don't have that. Nope.
I have a feeling you're lying, you sack of shit.
Yeah, that's
I have a feeling he's fibbing too, you little
I-
stinker.
I didn't bring a level 16 Romero or War Rig or any of that stuff.
Romero dies anyways.
Did you bring a heavy at least?
Oh, I sure did.
Oh, okay.
I have yet to be flattened by a Romero. Every time somebody's deployed the Romero in my base, it has died before I have 1 star. Because nobody knows how. Well, I'll say this: nobody who's hit me knows how to use them, and they control the other units and leave him on Ruby. So I kite him around. I kite him around into my railguns and kill him.
Well, I didn't even bring a Dark Storm or a Jug, so.
Oops.
You didn't bring your jugs, but I like being motorboated. Come on.
No, I brought a special platoon just for you.
Ooh, a special one just for me.
Champ in the YouTube said everybody bubble Anon as soon as he pops.
I'm already popped. Look, my face right here. I am in sector 161, position 166168, and I invite somebody to come on by.
Oh, you got low infamy.
Oh yeah, I've only got 5,968.
All right. Well, while this is going on, I'm going to give out my final shout outs and my moans, groans, and complaints.
Ooh, he said he's going to moan. Oh, my.
Oh, baby. Yeah. So,
Beep, foot the beep.
I want to shout out to everybody out here on the panel, everybody out there in YouTube for showing up today, even for round 2. Storm Chaser, thank you for showing up for round 2. And if you were in round 1, I'm sorry I missed it. Champ and Brandy, I know you're out there, so I want to thank you all for showing up tonight. Everybody out there in YouTube, Hunter Hamish, even though Godscope thinks you're an idiot, I like you, so I didn't tell you.
I didn't say he's an idiot. I said he absolutely is trash at this game.
Yeah, well,
Oh, you said the D word. I heard it.
Yeah, I said he sucks dick at the game, but I didn't want to recycle it.
okay, so with that being said,
Go ahead.
so
keep going.
with all these shows that are out there, whether it's I'm gonna mute you in a second.
Look at the walls. Look at the walls.
Yep.
Oh, you guys are actually looking at it.
Yeah.
Oh, here you go. Can you see it better? Oh, that's right. He's doing it. I'm sorry. I'm not screen sharing. Sorry.
Yeah, what did you do in your base?
That's amazing.
So, with that being said, it doesn't matter which show you go on, which show you watch. It doesn't matter if you're going to the Battle Vortex, Cities Bits, the Situation Room, and I don't know what White Witch's new show is called, so I can't say anything about that.
Yeah, I'm sorry I didn't include her. I apologize. I don't know what it's called.
Everybody has their own way of doing a show. Everybody has a different flavor for how they want to participate. I'm not going to knock any show down. I'm not going to say you need to watch this one and this one only. Every show gives out some useful information. Some gives out betters than others. It doesn't matter. It's what you like. So if you like going on one show versus another, I'm all for it. I'm not about the views. I'm not about, who shows better. It's all about what we do for the community. So, with that being said, I congratulate everybody. Some of us have done these shows for a rather long time, some more than others. But with that being said, go to the show that you like. If you like them all, watch them all. If you can't stand one person over another, then so be it. It doesn't matter to me. But this is a pixelated game. There is no reason to tell somebody, I'm going to do this, this, and this with this person, this person, this person within your family, and the dog, or the cat, or the goat. It don't matter. It's not needed in the game.
The goat.
It's only pixels. So why take something that is supposed to be fun and stress yourself out over it? Don't get stressed over a game, guys and gals. It's not worth it. Go smash their base. If you can't smash their base, smash their alliance. If you can't smash their alliance, smash their sector. If you can't even do that, go hit their allies. Who cares? Get your frustrations out, but don't bring, family, religion. Go hitting a memorial. You're nothing but scum if you do that in my eyes. I hate to say it. If you're told it's a memorial, then so be it. Don't go hitting the tunes around it. If it's a vigil, don't go hit the tunes around it. There's no reason to bring certain things into this game, one way or another. It's all a pixelated game. You do this for fun. I play this game for fun. I do these shows for fun. I'm a moderator for fun. I like helping people one way or another. So, with that being said, let's get on with this PvP. Would you hurry the hell up already?
Yeah,
I got a 2181 saver. I am waiting for it to load.
I thought it was Anon.
No, I think kicks I did on purpose. I'm like, come on, guys. Well, you know what it was? I had the game open while we were live, and I had to hit refresh. So I think while I was putting a tune in, it decided to give me the save. The tune's there. I just didn't have it in. I mean, it's set up. It's just not in as the base spending. I'm loading sector. Good old Kixeye. We've also been on
Flash. Well, the 2131 save error, yeah, maybe, but yeah.
It's
as far as like DC's happening. Who was it? Was it JB or was it Cyram that did the little video with the flash crashing and DCing?
About the memory.
Yeah, the memory error. Just remember, guys. With Flash, DCs are not usually caused by Kixeye. They're caused by a couple of things. One, your internet speed. If you're below 1 meg up and down, you're gonna have issues.
Oh yeah.
If you're on dial-up, you're gonna have fucking issues.
Okay. If you are,
I'm sorry about the dial-up, but that was cute. But go ahead.
Who can do a dial-up sound like?
If you're on a mobile hotspot, you're going to have problems running this game, unfortunately. Regardless of what speed your cell phone company says you're going to have, regardless of what location you're at, it doesn't matter. If you're in New Zealand, okay, you do a ping test or you do that speed test, it's going to the closest server to you that offers them to allow them to do it. If you want a true ping test and a true ping test to KIXEYE, change the server to the US and go to California. All right, that'll give you your true ping time and your true up and download speeds. All right. As far as flash crashes go, it's because your memory is full. Flash in a 32-bit state, okay, any 32-bit program has a maximum of 4 gig, okay? Now, your most operating systems, if you're running a 32-bit operating system, it's going to say you only have 3 gigs usable. So, you've used up all your memory by that time. If your screen goes black, refresh. And by refresh doesn't mean just refresh the game. That means close the browser down altogether and then reopen it. Run a CC cleaner. Run, IOBit, what is it, System Defender or something like that? I can't remember. But, run a good cleaner on your system. If you want one, I've written one. I'll be more than happy to give it to you. It's all DOS-based. No, it's not a virus. No, it's not malware. No, it's not going to go do anything damaging to your system. All my little file does is it goes in and clears out all your flash cache, clears out all your Java cache, clears out all the temporary internet files and temporary files created by other programs that you run. So it's always a good thing to do those, especially when you're done for the night.
Speaking of done for the night, perfect segue. I'm going to go make myself some supper and then smash some people. So you guys, best of luck to all participants in the 1v1.
Oh, I'm going now. I just wanted to post it in my sector because I know there's guys who are watching and they're going to freak out when they see my base under attack.
Oh, there's people that are watching in YouTube in the sector. I've been seeing the one in chat talking.
So I'm gonna go ahead and pop. And yes, I know there'll be 10 minutes. So can you guys
respect the 1v1?
You just respect the 1v1 because I know I'm going to be vulnerable for 10 minutes. I would really appreciate that.
You want me to wait, or do you want me to?
No, I'm going to hit you. I'm going to pop. It's okay.
Okay.
I mean, unless you want to wait, but then they're going to come anyway. So
I'll cover your base.
My ass! You didn't bring a whole bunch of shit to my base, you little fucker.
I showed in YouTube.
Oh, that's nice. Okay, let's see how it goes. Oh, that's interesting. What an interesting tune you have. Okay, wait. I got to take a picture.
So shout out also to Debo, since somebody said he needed a good shout out. Let's see here. Animal, wherever you're at, I know you're still watching. Shout out to you. All right, kick this 1v1 off, would you?
I am. I got to hit him. And then I got to pop my bubble. And let me get out of it first. Let me recall my tune, please. And please let me get into my base so I can see what the hell's going on.
All right.
Oh, Lord have mercy. I'm going to go into my base. I guess I should have taken my tune out. I didn't think about that. Oh, well, it doesn't matter. Let me get in. Let me go full screen. I'm not sharing. You all can see it. He's sharing, right?
Yep.
Let me make sure everything is where it's supposed to be. I'm assuming it is. Even though I can't see the icons, KIXEYE, you can see this live. I do not have any icons over top of the majority of my tune. All right, Sexy Beast, go for it.
All right, here goes nothing.
Really, really short spanking.
And somebody's got YouTube still going, so.
All right, here we go.
This is the base that I used through all the defensive waves for Rocktober and Nightmare. And yes, I did survive. I screamed through the last one, the last defense wave, the first one on Nightmare. Oh my God, he's going to plow this like no tomorrow.
That's what she said.
I know, although I enjoy being plowed occasionally. Did he get anything? What did he get?
One raptor down.
Mm-hmm.
Listen to him. We. It's
2
gone.
raptors down.
We.
3 raptors down.
Just one of my drone silos die. Is that all I lost so far?
Yeah, you
No.
lost a few more things.
Just a couple things. Nothing major. Come on, bring some more raptors in there. They're only 9 minutes apiece.
I know. I'm going.
You got to deploy it.
Oh,
There you
All right. This is where it's going to get interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Boom.
I would have seen and send
Oh, he's going, boss. He figured it out. You figured it out. I love it. I love it.
Boom, boom.
Boom, boom,
Yeah,
boom, 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 boom. Run, Forrest, run! Quick, run!
Oh, did we forget to mention he knew how to fly the Spectre and the Sphincter
Yes, he does.
and the Archangel?
Wee,
Gunships down! Gunships down!
No! He was smart though. If you notice, he did definitely take out my buildings that produced the hootie waddies, my dogs, and my hammers. So he was smart. Didn't need any missiles because I have 2 missile bastions in there, although he did kill one. And there went my dogs. Oh, look at you with your zombie fires. Chase me, come on. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, chase me.
And the question is what level is that rolling?
That's a very good question. I showed on YouTube. It's level 8.
Why aren't your ravishers on Ruby, darling? You know you can double click them and you can fist them. Fist them!
Hey, Skip, why is your booster coming up?
Come on, what guy doesn't want to fist his ravishers?
It's over.
It's over. You're not done. Keep going, keep going, keep going.
Game over, man. Game over.
Over. Hey, you know what though? His Omega War Rig did not do like what everybody else's does.
Yeah,
It's not interesting.
Yes,
Well
no.
done, sir. Well done.
Let's see what we got. So we've got Roland still alive, War Rig almost dead, Breacher, and a dog.
Yeah, and don't forget your air.
Oh,
And
yeah.
your
My air platoon's fairly cheap. Let's see. All right, now Champ's going to come hit me, I think.
I was gonna say I have to look at my logs just to see what you lost in your air.
That's 8 gold.
That's good though, because it's PvP air. Again, just a reminder to everybody, make sure that the air that you're going to use is your PvP air.
Mhm.
Oh, that's not so bad. 48 breachers, 4 gunships, 6 war dogs, 30 Omega Ravishers, and 4 legendary raptors. Wait a minute. What happened to your Sea Squadron? I could have sworn I shot that down.
No, I retreated it.
Oh, did you really? Smart
Yeah,
man.
I retreated it after I got Bloodlust up, and then I dumped in my ground with 100% Bloodlust and
Good
whipped
job.
my ass.
Yeah, see, that's what I need to learn how to do, because I didn't realize that if you used your air to get the bloodlust going, that when you brought your, I thought that if you used air to do that, that when you brought your ground in, that you had to start all over again. So very well done. Well done, sir.
All right, that was 8 gold for that. Now, somebody come and smack me because I want to go to bed.
Yeah, I was thinking the same. If you,
The
for,
next thing I had in there was 6 rocket technicals. I just threw something together, Max, because I wasn't sure what he was going to bring. I thought he was going to mess with me and throw some zombies. So I thought that was supposed to be a joke. 4 Drakens and 4 sharpshooters. So that's, I didn't even have a full tune in there. But I mean, he did a good job. He figured out the secret to the base. So that's what was most important.
Alrighty. That was some good ending of the show.
Yay. I wasn't. I can't PvP him back because I'd lose my ass.
All right. Well, ladies and gentlemen, this is War Commander Unshackled, and we are officially out.